Hello, welcome back to the Chinese statue part 2. In the previous video, we had seen up to the point where Sir Alexander Heathcote was appointed as a minister in Peking, and now we have to see further. As his ministerial appointment was only for 3 years, Sir Alexander took no leave but preferred to use his time to put the embassy behind him and travel on horseback into the outlying districts to learn more about the country and its people. On these trips, he was always accompanied by a mandarin from the palace staff who acted as interpreter and guide. Now, here we have come to know that his ministerial appointment period was only of 3 years, so he did not take any leave during his service. Instead, he utilized his time in traveling throughout the outlying districts of that country, यानी कि उस country के बाहर की area को भी वो घूमना चाह रहा था, so that he may come to know about the people and their culture and everything. बट ये घोड़े पे चढ़ के ही जाता था. बट द ओनली थिंग वॉज दैट अलॉन्ग विथ हिम देर वॉज अ मैंडरीन उस दिन हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था, वॉज एन इंटरप्रेटर हु यूज टू अकम्पनी हिम. वो उसके साथ ही जाता था सो दैट ही कुड ट्रांसलेट द लैंग्वेज ऑफ द पीपल टू हिम एंड हिज लैंग्वेज टू द पीपल. On once a journey passing through the muddy streets of a small village but a few horses called Hali Chuan, a distance of some 50 miles from Peking, Sir Alexander chanced upon an old craftsman working place. Now, जैसे वो जा रहा था इस जर्नी पे, तो in this journey he happened to encounter the cottage of a village craftsman. यानी कि एक कलाकार के घर में वो गया जो कि मूर्तियाँ वगैरह बनाता था. एंड दैट वॉज इन अ विलेज विच वॉज नोन एज हाली चुआन. तो हाली चुआन में उसे एक क्राफ्ट्समैन का घर मिला. एंड दिस हाली चुआन वॉज 50 miles अवे फ्रॉम पेकिंग. सो लीविंग हिज सर्वेंट्स द मिनिस्टर डिसमाउंटेड फ्रॉम हिज हॉर्स. डिसमाउंटेड मतलब उतरा, वो घोड़े से उतरा. एंड एंटर द ramshackle wooden workshop to admire the delicate pieces of ivory and jade that crammed the shelves from floor to ceiling. And he left his servants behind. He dismounted the horse, घोड़े से उतरा, and then he entered into the wooden workshop of that craftsman in order to admire, यानी कि तारीफ करना या प्रशंसा करना उसकी ivory and jade पे ही वो मूर्तियाँ वगैरह बनाता था. तो he saw all the statues which were made of ivory and jade right from the floor till the ceiling. इतने ज़्यादा shelves भरे हुए थे उन सब crafts आर्ट वाले जो skills हैं उससे. Although modern, the pieces were superbly executed by an experienced craftsman. Modern तो थी, the statues were modern, but they were very intricately made in a skilled manner by this craftsman. And the minister entered the little hut with the thought of acquiring a small memento of his journey. तो ये जो minister था Sir Alexander Heathcote, he entered into his workshop just to buy a memento, एक यादगार रखने के लिए, that मैं इस journey पे आया था and now I need some memory. Once in the shop, he could hardly move in any direction for fear of knocking something over. अब जब वो शॉप के अंदर घुसा तो he had a fear. What type of fear? कि अगर मैं इधर से उधर हिला अभी तो कोई मूर्ति गिर जाएगी and that would break. So he could not move freely inside that shop because the shop was totally stuffed. यानी भरा हुआ था with all types of statues. The building had not been designed for a 6'3¼ visitor. Now, as we have seen in the last video also that what was the height of this man, Alexander Heathcote, 6 feet and 6'3¼ तो इस तरीके के लंबे आदमी को अकोमोडेट करने वाला इतना बड़ा वो बिल्डिंग नहीं थी, उतनी बड़ी वर्कशॉप नहीं थी. सो ही कुड नॉट स्टैंड इवन in a straight pose. Sir Alexander stood still and enthralled, taking in the fine scented jasmine smell that hung in the air. Now Sir Alexander was standing still. एक ही जगह पे स्टैचू बन के खड़े हो गए थे, and he was just inhaling the sweet smell of jasmine which was coming from you can say a lamp which was hanging in the air. An old craftsman bustled forward in a long blue coolie robe and flat black hat to greet him. Now, as after some time an old craftsman he entered, he was wearing a blue robe and he had a flat back, and he had come to greet the minister. A jet black plaited pigtail fell down his back. Plaited, चोटी बनी हुई, जैसे बाल खुले हैं, if I make a चोटी, so that was a choti over there. That means he had a long hair and that choti was hanging behind his back. He bowed very low and then looked up at the giant from England. Now he had welcomed him by bowing down, and then he saw that how tall this man was. The minister returned the bow while the Mandarin explained who Sir Alexander was and his desire to be allowed to look at the work of the craftsman. So Sir Alexander also, he bowed in front of him, that means he reciprocated him, and then the Mandarin explained that Chinese craftsman that who was Sir Alexander, and that Sir Alexander should be allowed, यानी उनको अलाउ किया जाए कि वो उसका पूरा क्राफ्ट्स वर्क देख सकें. The old man was nodding his agreement even before the Mandarin had come to the end of his request. Now, before the old man could say anything, before the Mandarin could say anything, the old man had immediately nodded his head as if he was allowing कि yes, the person can see his crafts. Now इसमें लिखा है for over an hour the minister sighed and chuckled as he studied many of the pieces with admiration and finally returned to the old man to praise his skill. Now it took 1 hour for the minister to see all the work over there and he used to praise them. और फिर लास्ट में 1 घंटे के बाद he returned to that old man. The craftsman bowed once again and his shy smile revealed no teeth but only genuine pleasure at Sir Alexander's compliments. Now Sir Alexander ने उनकी तारीफ़ की. Compliment means he complimented him, he praised him, तारीफ़ की. और जो old man था he gave a shy smile. और shy का मतलब ही होता है शर्माने वाला. He did not show his teeth but the smile showed that he was very happy at the praise. Pointing a finger to the back of the shop, he beckoned the 2 important visitors to follow him. Now at the back of the shop 2 visitors खड़े थे, तो फिर उसने इशारा किया उन लोगों को कि वो उसकी तरफ आएं. They did so and entered a veritable Aladdin's cave with row upon row of beautiful miniature emperors and classical figures. Actually what he did was that craftsman, he pointed these 2 visitors, the Mandarin and Sir Alexander, to follow him. Now when they followed him, he showed them a cave just like Aladdin का जो गुफा नहीं होती उसी तरीके की, because there were so many statues of emperors and classical figures in that cave. The minister could have happily settled down in the orgy of ivory for at least a week. And the minister was so much excited that he wanted to stay there for about a week. If nobody could have given him the work, he would have stayed there for about a week in the company of such beautiful figures. Sir Alexander and the craftsman chatted away to each other through the interpreter, and the minister's love and knowledge of Ming dynasty was soon revealed. Now with the help of Mandarin, Sir Alexander told about his views, and the craftsman also with the help of Mandarin told Sir Alexander about his views. इसी दौरान During the discussion, the craftsman came to know that Sir Alexander knows much about Ming dynasty. The little craftsman's face lit up with his discovery, and he turned to the Mandarin and in a hushed voice made a request. तो ये जो क्राफ्ट्समैन था तो छोटा ही था, बिकॉज चाइनीज़ आर ऑलवेज शॉर्ट इन हाइट. सो ही immediately his face glowed, and then he turned to the Mandarin and made some request in a hushed voice. Hushed voice means soft voice. He was speaking something in the ears of the Mandarin. The Mandarin nodded his agreement and translated. Now the Mandarin, he understood what the Chinese craftsman was saying, and then he translated it to Sir Alexander. I have, Your Excellency, a piece of Ming myself that you might care to see. A statue that has been in my family for over 7 generations. What was the interpretation? कि सर मेरी डायनेस्टी मतलब मेरे ख़ानदान में 7 जनरेशन से एक स्टैचू है मिंग डायनेस्टी की. यदि आप इजाज़त दें तो शुड आई शो यू दैट फिगर. I should be honored, said the minister. The minister was so much happy. He said, I'll be very honored to see that. It is I who would be honored, Your Excellency, said the little man, who thereupon scampered out of the back door, nearly falling over a stray dog and onto an old peasant house a few yards behind the workshop. The minister and the Mandarin remained in the back room, for Sir Alexander knew the old man would never have considered inviting an honored guest into his humble home until they had known each other for many years, and only then after he had been invited to Sir Alexander's home visit. So now what happened was the craftsman said, I would be honored, and then he immediately went to the back door, leaving Sir Alexander and that Mandarin in the cave, and then he just almost stumbled over a stray dog. एक कुत्ता वहाँ बैठा हुआ था, तो वो जो क्राफ्ट्समैन था वो गिरते गिरते बचा उसे टकरा के. एंड देन ही मूव टू अ पेजेंट हाउस. एक किसान का घर जैसे झोपड़ी होती है उसी टाइप के घर में वो अंदर घुसा. एंड सर अलेक्जेंडर एंड द मैंडरीन डिड नॉट फॉलो हिम, क्योंकि उनको पता था कि कोई भी इंसान अपने घर में तब तक किसी को इनवाइट नहीं करेगा जब तक उसको काफ़ी सालों से न जानता हो. अ फ्यू मिनट्स पास बिफोर द लिटिल ब्लू फिगर केम ट्रॉटिंग बैक, pigtail bouncing up and down on his shoulders. Now कुछ मिनटों के बाद that Chinese craftsman came back with something in his hand and his pigtail moving behind his back. He was now clinging on to something that from the very way he held it close to his chest had to be a treasure. The craftsman passed the piece over for minister to study. Now he has now clinging on to something that from the very way he held it close to his chest. मतलब कुछ ऐसी चीज़ थी जो उसने अपने चेस्ट से लगा के रखा था जैसे कोई कीमती खजाना हो. Then he passed that piece to the minister to see it carefully. Sir Alexander's mouth opened wide and he could not hide his excitement. The little statue, no more than 6 inches in height, was of the Emperor Kung, and as fine an example of Ming as a minister had seen. Sir Alexander felt confident that the maker was a great Penqiu who had been patronized by the emperor, so that the date must have been around the turn of the 15th century. The statue's only blemish was that ivory base on which such pieces usually rest was missing, and a small stick protruded from the bottom of the imperial robes. But in the eyes of Sir Alexander, nothing could detract from its overall beauty. Although the craftsman's lips did not move, his eyes glowed with the pleasure his guest evinced as he studied the ivory emperor. Now, it was actually the statue of the Kung emperor, about which the minister Sir Alexander Heathcote had already studied in books. So as soon as he saw the statue, he was quite elated. He was quite happy. Who? Sir Alexander. And he felt confident कि ये Penqiu ने ही बनाया होगा, the famous artist who was patronized by the Emperor Kung, and it must have been around somewhere around 15th century that the statue must have been made. The statue की सिर्फ एक ही खामी थी एक दाग था उसमें, एंड दैट वाज द आइवरी बेस ऑन विच द स्टैचू शुड बी प्लेस्ड वॉज मिसिंग. ओनली अ लॉन्ग स्टिक protruded downwards from the bottom of the robes. But Sir Alexander did not look at the blemish of the statue. He was quite mesmerized by the beauty of that statue. And that craftsman's eyes also glowed when he saw the happiness on the face of this emperor, of the minister. You think the statue is good? Asked the craftsman through the interpreter. Now the craftsman, with the help of the Mandarin, asked that, do you think the statue is good? It's magnificent. The minister replied, quite magnificent. My own work is not worthy to stand by its side, added the craftsman humbly. Now the minister said, it's splendid, it's magnificent. एंड द क्राफ्ट्समैन हम्बली सेड कि इवन जो मैं मूर्तियाँ बनाता हूँ ना, वो तो इसके सामने कुछ भी नहीं है. No, no, said the minister. Though in truth the little craftsman knew the great man was only being kind, for Sir Alexander was holding the ivory statue in a way that already showed the same love as the old man had for the piece. तो यहाँ मिनिस्टर ने कहा कि नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. बट द ओल्ड क्राफ्ट्समैन न्यू दैट द मिनिस्टर वॉज ओनली ट्राइंग टू encourage him and being kind to him, because the way that Sir Alexander was holding the ivory statue in his hand showed that how much he loved that statue, and he had that same love as the old man used to have. The minister smiled down at the craftsman as he handed back the Emperor Kung, and then he uttered perhaps the only undiplomatic words he had ever spoken in 35 years of serving his queen and country. How I wish the peace was mine. So minister was smiling, and he handed back the statue of the Emperor Kung to the craftsman, and he said in his own words which were undiplomatic, यानी कि जो जैसे एक बच्चे की इच्छा होती है in the heart. So in his own hearts of hearts, he wanted that, he wished that the Emperor Kung statue was his own. Now this type of words he never spoke during his service of 35 years under the Queen. Sir Alexander regretted voicing his thoughts immediately. He heard the Mandarin translate them. Sir Alexander को फिर पछतावा, अरे ये क्या हुआ गया, मैंने अपने thoughts कैसे बाहर निकाल लिए. Because he knew only too well the old Chinese tradition that if an honored guest requests something, the giver will grow in the eyes of his fellow men by parting with it. और उसको ये पता था कि Chinese tradition में there is a tradition, if anybody wishes for something from a Chinese person, then it is a tradition to part that thing from themselves and give it to that person who wishes it. A sad look came over the face of the little old craftsman as he handed back the figurine to the minister. Now the old craftsman was very sad because 7 generation से तो ये मूर्ति उनके पास ही थी. Then with a sad look on his face, he handed over the statue to the minister. You would dishonor my humble home if you did not take the emperor, your excellency, the old man said anxiously, and the Mandarin gravely nodded his agreement. Now the old man said that, सर आप बेइज्जती कर देंगे या हमारा जो है ऑनर कम कर देंगे यदि आपने ये मूर्ति एक्सेप्ट नहीं की. So the minister remained silent for some time. I have dishonored my own home, sir, he replied, and looked towards the Mandarin, who remained inscrutable. The minister was silent for some time, and then he said that मैंने ही अपनी जो डिग्निटी है उसको थोड़ा कम कर दिया एक विश रख के. And then he looked at the Mandarin, and the Mandarin did not speak anything. So till here we have finished the second video. We will be completing it more because the story is long and it has a long way to go. But I am trying to tell you the story in parts so that things become more clear. Thank you.